tested in humans, it's supposed to be, it is still hypothetical. My bad. I make mistakes too. Um, so yeah, it's either assumed true but unproven yet. Like in English, a lot of people would say hypothetically speaking. So it's assumed true, but it's not proven yet. Or like people give different ideas about stuff that's going to happen, but they said this is all hypothetical. It's not real. It's not in existence yet. Does that make sense? This one is meager. I know it has this one, EA, it's pronounced me still. It's called a diphthong, so two vowels make it E, meager. It's deficient in size or quality. My meager portion of food did nothing to satisfy my appetite. Because imagine, I'm a little bit bigger than a skinny person, okay? You give me this much, I'm like, that's a meager portion. I'm not gonna get full. It's like a smaller portion. It's not enough. Like you can also compare it to, say, someone is rich, they have a large amount of money, whereas someone who is has less money, you can say they have a meager portion of money, like deficient in size or quality. Does that make sense? Cool. No questions so far? Okay, if you do, just raise your
So,
hand.
is
Yeah,
like, do we have to use in a person? Is it, can we use
like
person?
like how? What do you mean?
Meager.
Yeah.
Um, can we use when we want to mention a person?
So like a meager teacher or meager like king? Do you mean like that? Or
Yeah.
I think if you're talking about, you can do that if you're talking about his either characteristics or because like him as a person, the the only time I could see this is if there's a king in the past that is short, but you have to talk about his characteristics. You have to talk about like how is he meager. You can't just say meager this because it's mainly an adjective is describing him. You have to give context to like how is he meager, and that's why like context clues make so much sense. Like in this example, the context clues is my like if you remove meager, my portion of food did nothing to satisfy my appetite. So it's like there was not enough. It was small. So we could say meager is either not enough or small. Does that help?
Yes, yes. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, of course. No one else? We're all good? Okay, cool. This one, tranquil. You may have heard it in either like stories or movies, but it's an adjective described like calm, peaceful. The example is there's a time of night when nothing moves and everything is tranquil. Everything is calm, it's quiet. It's so nice. No cars. like blaring their horns because of people angry in traffic. There's no like noise of the city. It's all peace and calm. It sounds so nice. This one, it's validate. Especially where I live now, they use this word a lot. I mean, it's a verb to confirm, support, or corroborate. Yoko's chemistry lab partner was asleep during the experiment and could not validate the accuracy of her methods. She wasn't able to confirm what the methods were, like how accurate they were. She wasn't able to support someone else's method, like that they used in order to show what they did. But in LA, they say, "Can you validate my parking?" Like, can you confirm or support that I parked here? Because it would make things cheaper if they got it validated. They say that all the time here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to do something a little different with the idioms. I have a little game, but this one, if you want to practice your English, just write about a hobby or pastime you enjoy. If you play music, if you play video games, if you play, or if you cook or bake for fun, just write about it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just correct it in English. I'm going to say, okay, with this, just show, I'm going to show you how it would be better understood in English. Does that make sense?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. Bless you, Lydia. I saw that. Okay, so with the idioms, where is it? I have the idioms. I found it here. So this is what I found. So I want to read this one, and we're just going to describe what do you think it means. He has the gift of gab. What do you think it means? He's gifted, he's a chatterbox, or he's a good conversationalist. Someone can either like raise their hand if they think they know what it means, or just, I'm just going to pick on someone.
I think he's a good conversationalist.
You want to try this?
Yes.
Okay, anyone else agree or someone disagree? No one? Okay, that's correct.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So with the gift of gab, you're able to talk. This one is another idiom. You're a chatterbox. You talk too much. With this one, parental property has become a bone of contention between the siblings. A bone of contention. What do you think it means? A unifying factor, cause of quarrel, or like a cause of fighting, or cause of rivalry? Yeah, same thing, like fighting between the siblings.
Cause of quarrel.
Cause of quarrel. You want to try that? All right. Anyone disagree? You agree? Okay, that's correct. So a bone of contention, yeah, it's quarreling. The two people are quarreling between each other. Nice. Once in a blue moon, we will meet each other. This is used a lot. Once in a blue moon. Like, especially if you go to the South, they will use once in a blue moon a lot. So does that mean frequently, sometimes, or very, very seldom indeed? What's once in a blue moon?
It's really hard to happen.
What?
Very very seldom.
Very seldom? Anyone agree or disagree?
Yes, agree.
Agree? Okay. Yeah, it's seldom. So when we say once in a blue moon, that doesn't normally happen. Very seldom does it happen. So we would say like once in a blue moon, I'll clean out the gutter. I'll clean out something on the roof, or I'll see them once in a blue moon. Like very little. It's like very little. I'll see you. But yeah, nice. He has been jobless for several months, and it is his wife who keeps the pot boiling, keeps the fire burning, avoids starvation, keeps firing, or gets angry. This one's a little bit more difficult, but it's okay.
Maybe get angry.
Okay. Anyone disagree or agree? Agree. Lydia, Daniel, do you agree or disagree? You agree? Okay. Nope. Avoid starvation. So she keeps the pot boiling. Like it, she continues to make sure there's food for the family. Like the pot won't stop. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. And same thing if for the slides. If you guys want to look at this later, just let me know. I can send you the link. Okay. In the end, he had to eat the humble pie. Does that mean apologize humbly? Defend himself vigorously, which means like a lot. Adopt an aggressive attitude. Which one do you think it is? You had to eat humble pie. I hope it tastes good. I like pie.
Apologize humbly.
This one? Okay.
Yes.
Daniel, what do you think? Agree or disagree? Agree? Okay. Lydia,
Agree.
David agrees. Lydia, agree?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's correct. Yeah. Yeah. When you, sometimes they would say you take a slice of humble pie. It's like you have to say, sorry, I am humbling myself. You have to understand that we're not always right. Humble yourselves. But nice. To be a good orator, you have to play the galleries. To the galleries. Do you have to make a fool of yourself? Offend the audience? Appeal to the lower taste? Or appease select audience?
Appeal to the lower taste.
Okay, this one. Anyone else?
Mm.
Okay, so no one is. You're right, David. It's appeal to the lower taste. Last one.
So,
The police officer. The officer took him to task. Oh, does it mean they praised him, reprimanded him severely, dismissed him, promoted him? Don't look at the answer.
um, second one, yeah.
Reprimanded him severely.
Yes.
Daniel, Lydia, you agree or disagree? You agree? Okay, cool. Okay, Lily, we're on the last one. The officer took him to task. They say the second one. Reprimanded him severely. Okay, let's see. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. But nice. That's the last one. So we have a lot of extra time. If you have any questions or about either English culture or if something you want to know, yeah, go ahead and ask. Or if you want this website. How about it, David? No questions?
No question.
Mhm.
So this website, could you send us from
Yeah,
from the email?
I can send it through like this chat right now. Right, that one. It's not a secret. I just found this like, and I'm like, that works. So yeah, if you want to practice, that's something that'll work. What about you, Daniel? Any questions? You okay? No questions? Okay. Lily, do you have any questions about English or any American culture you want to know about? No? Okay. What about you, Lydia? Nothing? Okay. So let's see. Do you want to just practice some more then?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, because normally there'd be more people, their introduction and stuff. So let's see. What else do they have? Let's try. Sure. Oh yeah, this one, when I was looking at your guys's um homework, this is one thing that I think it's a little mistranslation in Burmese to English. It's either articles or the word and, a, the with specific words. Like if you're talking about something specific, like the boy over there, the man, or if you're talking generic, an apple or a bicycle. If you're talking about a word that has a vowel, A, E, I, O, U, you would use an. If it's any different word letter, it would be a. So with this one, who is blank girl over there? The, a,
Who's the girl?
or there's no article needed.
Hmm.
The.
I think the girl.
Yeah, the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was right, by the way. Because you're talking about specific. Who is the girl over there? Because if we're being generic, who we could say there's a crowd. There is a girl over there. We need a secretary with a good knowledge of English, the good knowledge of English, or it could be both, or there's no article needed.
No article needed.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone agree or disagree? Okay. No one answered. That was incorrect. So it's a good knowledge. So we need a secretary teacher with a good knowledge. It's being not being specific about your knowledge of English, but it's like they need a good knowledge. It's just how we do it in English. Is that okay? Let's see. So with this one, we're having a terrible weather. We're having the terrible weather, or both, or there's no article needed.
A.
Okay. Anyone agree or disagree?
I think no article is needed.
This one. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Lydia? Which one? Which one do you A or no article needed?
I think A.
A?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's try it. Nope. So there's no article needed for the other one. We're having terrible weather. Sometimes, as long as it makes sense, you don't need to put an article. It's not required. So with that one, they're just being broad and saying we're having terrible weather. Like I am right now. It's hot. Yeah. You guys use Celsius, right? With your, or do you use Fahrenheit with the weather?
Celsius maybe.
Okay, it's 32 here.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like it. It's supposed to be hot all week. So I would say the weather is terrible now. I would not use an article there. Okay. Does that make sense for everybody? Cool. With this one, what did you do with a stereo I lent you? What did you do with the stereo I lent you? Or it could be both, a or the, or there's no article needed.
The.
The? Anyone agree or disagree? So it is the, because they're talking specific. What happened to this stereo? Like the specific stereo I lent you. That's when you would use the. As long as you're being specific about person, place, or thing. Yeah, you use the. But nice. So could you close a window, a or there's no article needed?
The.
The window?
Yes.
All right, anyone agree or disagree?
The window.
Okay. So with that one, it could be a or the. Could you close a window, which means like it doesn't matter which window, as long as you close a window. If they're being generic, say there's multiple windows, just could you close a window? If you mean could you close the window is when you're being specific and you're making a specific window you want to close. So either one works. My sister lives in a London, in the London, a or the London, or there's no article needed.
No article yet.
No article? Anyone agree or disagree?
She lives.
So with this one, yeah, no article needed. Because we're not talking about the city in London or the person in London. London is a city. We wouldn't say the London. We would just say London. But yeah, nice. He fell in love with a German girl while he was working in Germany. The German girl while working in Germany, or both, or no article needed.
A.
A German girl? Okay. Anyone agree or disagree?
Agree.
Okay, thanks.
Agree by myself.
Okay, at least you agree with yourself. Okay. But yeah, it is A, because they're not being super specific about which German girl. It's not saying her name. It's not saying anything that would point to which one he's talking about. So normally we would say he fell in love with a German girl while he was working in Germany. Nice. Does that make sense for everybody? You have any questions?
No.
Okay. Emily is excited about being a grandmother, the grandmother, a or there's no article needed.
No article is needed.
Okay. Anyone agree or disagree? Lydia, what do you think? Daniel, what do you think?
Disagree. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. Lydia, then Ruth.
I think yeah, A. Agree with
A?
Lydia. Yes.
Okay, you both agree it's A?
Yeah.
Okay. It is A. So for English, it wouldn't make sense with Emily's excited about being grandmother. It's like you are giving a title to a random person, which you do give the title of grandmother after there's a grandchild, but it's not talking, we're talking generic. She's excited about being a grandmother.
Mm.
Yeah. It just makes better sense in English. No questions?
No question.
Okay, cool. Life would be much less stressful without a telephone, the telephone, a or the, or there's no article needed.
No article is needed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone agree or disagree?
Agree.
You agree? Okay. That's incorrect. It's the telephone. Without So again, it's the same thing like earlier. One, we're talking specific. Life would be much less stressful without telephone. So it's like, for us, that doesn't make sense. We understand what you mean, but it doesn't make sense for us. So we would say, it could be both, like a or the. So we would say, but we wouldn't actually use the whole word telephone. We just say phone, because like for nowadays we use slang. So life would be much less stressful without a phone. Like that's how I'd see it. Blank giant panda is in danger of becoming extinct. A giant panda, the giant panda, a or the, or there's no article needed.
A or the.
A or the. Daniel, what do you think? You agree? Okay. It's the, because it's not talking about like a specific random giant panda, because when they're saying it's becoming extinct, it's meaning the whole. So the whole like species of giant panda. And so whenever you don't understand, like I said, look at the context clues. You would say the giant panda, the giant panda as a species. So just be specific. So we would use the in this situation. If we say a giant panda, we would say 1 out of like 100 is becoming extinct. But it's okay. Yeah, this is why I practice. Mother is in a hospital. Why do they use mother? Okay, if you write, either use my mother or her mother, or don't just say mother. Mother is in a hospital. Oh, I'm just going to fix it. My mother or her mother is in a hospital, a or the hospital. She has kidney trouble. I'm judgmental.
Maybe A and A or the.
A or the.
Yeah.
Anyone agree or disagree?
Agree.
Okay. Yeah, it could be A or the. So a lot of the times you would hear people say, my mom is in the hospital, or her mom is in the hospital, or she's in the hospital. Like you would hear that more of the time, but it could make sense with a. Is in a hospital. Yeah. I am studying A Life of Socrates, The Life of Socrates, A or The Life of Socrates, or no article needed.
Studying. I think the.
The?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone agree or disagree? Lydia, you agree? Okay. Yeah. So this is the. You're being specific. I'm studying this, the life of Socrates, not anyone else's life, not anything else, a specific life of Socrates, the specific life. Yeah, when you're being specific, the. Nice job. He said he wanted to become a engineer, an engineer, this word. Some people, you don't, I'm not actually answering this one. I don't think you guys have this in Burmese, or I could be wrong. I don't know Burmese, but this is why I'm glad the articles. A engineer, an engineer, the engineer.
And
And
yes.
okay, why do you think it's and?
because engineer.
Yeah.
First one is E.
And also because it's one person, so he want to become an engineer.
Yeah. So why is it an or not a?
Because of
because-
E.
E, yeah. The first
Because of
letter
E?
Yeah.
of that vowel.
Okay, so it is and, but it's not because of he. It's because of the engineer. Because so he wanted to become, if you would have said he wanted to become a gymnast, we would say a gymnast, not an gymnast. It's because of the first letter. Like I said earlier, A, E, I, O, U. If it has those, it's an. If it's not with A, E, I, O, U, it's a. But yeah, this one is an. But yeah, nice. She remained a spinster all her life, the spinster all her life, a or the, or there's no article needed.
A or the.
A or the. Okay. Anyone agree or disagree? Okay, how about someone new? What about Ruth or Elizabeth? You agree or disagree?
Agree.
You agree? Elizabeth, you agree or disagree?
Actually, I have no idea about that.
It's okay. So we're talking like this is articles, stuff that would like go in front of a noun, or so this one, she remained. She said this one, it's not specific, so we would not use the. I would say it was a, because it's talking generic. It's not specific. The spinster for this company or this spinster for whatever. It's generic. So I would say it's A, but it's okay. This is all to help better you guys. We have planted some roses in a garden, the garden, a or the garden, or there's no article needed.
The.
In the garden,